coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Certainly happy to have you along. Chase McLaughlin has it on the tee, and off we go here in Tampa. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw it right at the outset. It'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Allen. Now this, aired out deep for Reed. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. The Trey Palmer deep for Tampa Bay. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center, it's the 2017 Heisman Trophy winner as you get a look at Baker Mayfield.
And what a career resurgence for Baker Mayfield. He went from being a discarded starter to a Pro Bowl quarterback, and he's coming off a year where he set career highs in passing yards, touchdowns, and completion percentage. But best of all, the ultimate leader for his ball club.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. To throw, Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's done. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
5-yard gain.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Two carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Mayfield to throw it. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Mayfield looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that and continuing to let him throw the football.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing, Mayfield. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. And that is first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield. A solid stiff arm. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Here's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Cade Otton from 3 yards out. And the Buccaneers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, what a move. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He finds his man complete. That's Lee. Right home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Now Mayfield. And this is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll run on first down. Done. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left, Godwin. Mayfield down. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And Evans will have a Bucs first down as he'll get this down to the 23. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
And a decent game there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why don't I just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin from a yard out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Allen to throw it. Quick slant to Shakir. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now is Allen. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
Allen now looks to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw, it's Allen. That is caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 39. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's the seventh play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Second down and 8. Mayfield now from the 50. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one.
He finds his man complete. That's Reed.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So halftime.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
They go play action. Mayfield. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's done. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, they can make someone miss in the open field.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Complete to number 9, Emeka Egbuka.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Now a handoff up the middle. It's done. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
A 47-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, here's McLaughlin back out there to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he was pretty much unguardable in that 1st half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. To the air, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a 1st down.
Now Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's going to have a Bills 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
A gain of 12. And the Bills first.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 10. Here's Allen. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, he's certainly trying to earn his way into some more looks in the offense once the regular season heats up. If he continues to make plays like that, I think QB1 will look his way a little more often once the regular season begins.
The bootleg. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They run with Thomas. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
This is Thomas. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on fourth?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or...
That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Next report by Bass, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
On 3rd down. Done. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To throw is Allen. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. Now Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's 1st and goal. Throwing, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's going to hit it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returning it, here's Hamlin. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.